Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Wednesday warm-up, and I'm Carter. Today's practice is about knowing that we are enough, that we are not trying to achieve anything within our yoga practice, that the movement is more of a celebration than anything. So let's try that. Let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's start in table pose. So knees are about hips distance apart, the toes are pointed, hands come underneath shoulders, spread your fingertips nice and wide, and we're going to start by wagging the tail from side to side. So you can start to feel the lower back and start to feel the hips. As we start to move a little bit from side to side, we're just going to drop the belly a little bit and lift the chin, lift the heart. So it's a wagging cow pose. You can even move the head a little bit as well. And our practice today is about knowing that we are enough. Like we're not trying to achieve anything today other than just connecting and celebrating where we are. Tuck your chin, round through your upper back, middle back, low back. Cat pose, little wag here. So thinking that the idea that we have everything we need, we're exactly where we need to be, and we don't need to achieve anything. We don't need to improve anything. We don't need to strengthen anything. We don't need to get more flexible. We don't need to do any of these things that we think that we need to improve. The belly drops, lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the chest. We allow this movement to be fluid. Exhale, round and squeeze. We allow this movement to find connection and awareness. That's it. Inhale, belly drops, lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the chest. One more time, exhale, round and squeeze. And then neutral spine, legs come a little bit closer together. Extend your left leg, roll that ankle, wiggle the toes, flex the foot. Root that left hand down, extend your right arm, spinal balance. Roll the right wrist, wiggle the fingers. Lift up a little bit higher. And on your exhalation, take that right elbow and just draw it towards the left knee or thigh. It doesn't have to touch, but that's kind of the direction. You can tuck the chin. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Lift up a little. Exhale, round and squeeze. Inhale, extend, lengthen. We're going to do threes. Exhale, round and squeeze. They say that all good things happen in threes. I don't know if it's true or not. But why not? Left knee bends, right hand reaches back, foot, ankle, or shin. Press the foot into the hand, lift the thigh, lift the chin and chest. You're just kind of giving a sense of where you are, the sensation in the body. That's it. Exhale, release it. Right hand comes down, left foot steps forward between the hands. Hips sink forward and down, so you feel in that left hip flexor. And then scoot that left foot forward so the ankle is either right underneath the knee or maybe a little bit in front. Right hand roots down, twist and open, left arm reaches up. Press down through the top of your right foot and allow that right hip bone to drop towards the floor. Bend that left elbow, back of the hand finds the lower back. If you're finding that you need more sensation here, just bend that right knee, take that left hand back for that right foot, ankle, or shin. Ooh, that's a doozy for me today. Then just breathe, and once again, if it's too much, just let it go. And then exhale, let it go. Left hand comes down outside left foot. Draw the hips back. Left knee gets a little straighter. I don't necessarily need it straight unless your hamstrings are really open, then you can straighten it. But I want you to roll onto your heel until you feel something in the calf. That may be a little, it may be a lot. And then we're going to square our hips. So we're going to draw our left hip back and our right hip forward. Here, you're going to take your toes, you're going to roll them a little out to the left and a little out to the right. We're going to do it again, right and left, and then back to center. And then we're going to start to slide the left heel back. It's going to slide a little bit, and then we're going to keep it right there. And then we're going to soften or we're going to press the belly or the chest towards the thigh. Another breath here. It's just like a little inventory of what's going on. Left knee bends, left foot finds the floor, left hand inside left foot. I'm just going to roll on the outside of that left foot like you're looking at the sole of that foot. So the left knee drops out. The hips shift a little side to side. Sensation could be left groin, left IT band, left hip or crease of the hip. And if you need more, you can lower your elbows down. You still may feel it in the right hip flexor as well. Another breath. In this practice, you can have an internal dialogue, constantly reminding yourself, I am enough. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm smart, I'm strong, I'm on the path. And my actions are enough. Hands under shoulders, lift the torso on up, roll over your right toes, lift your right knee, step your left foot back into plank or supported plank, so you could have knees up or down. And then you're going to do one yogi push-up. So yogi push-ups are elbows brushing the ribs as you bend the elbows, and then bring yourself on up. And then lower all the way to the floor until you're flat. Squeeze your legs together. Press your feet, your hips, and your hands into the ground. Lift chin and chest for cobra pose. Lift the heart. Exhale, lower down, soften. Table pose. Then down dog. So spread your fingertips nice and wide. Lift your hips. If it's your first down dog of the day, maybe bend the knees a little bit. And maybe even wag the tail. If not, you can start to invite the heels down and straighten the knees as you draw the belly towards the thighs. Give yourself 2 more breaths here. Movement or stillness, whatever's working for you today. And then when you're ready, come onto your toes. Bend your knees and look forward. And then just walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, come up halfway, flatten your back, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin, release the head, sway the hips as you bend and straighten the knees. And like you're moving in slow motion, bring yourself all the way up to standing, no rush. Once you get to the top, roll your palms open, Tadasana. Shake out the legs, shake out the hands, and then reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And without kinking the back of the neck, you're going to slowly lift the gaze until you see your fingers. So what I don't want is this kind of thing with the neck. Right? So you're just kind of gazing up and then you're stopping. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist, pull up towards the ceiling, and then gently side bend to the right. Little gaze underneath that left arm. The weight is in the heels so you can soften the toes. And then you're just going to drop your right arm. You're going to let it dangle, give it a shake. And then look underneath your right arm, so like towards your right thumb. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to slide behind your back, maybe around the left hip bone. You're going to draw your right elbow, right shoulder back, and you're going to start to twist to the right. Keep that left arm up and over the ear, so you got a side bend as well as a little bit of a twist here. The gaze is underneath your right shoulder towards your left heel. One more breath. Expanding our capacity for experience. And then come back to center. Sweep this right arm up. Once again, a subtle gaze up. Left hand grabs right wrist, pull up and over. Side bend to the left. And all these asanas today are designed for us to ease into. Right? No real fast movements. It helps us relax the nervous system, especially midweek. Drop your left arm down, give a little shake, and then you're going to look towards the left thumb. Left hand slides behind the back. You can take the hand into the waistband, right? Or around the right hip, if you can get there. And then you're going to draw left shoulder and left elbow back. And look for your right heel underneath your left shoulder. And this right arm is extending up and over. So you got the side bend with the twist. And you're breathing deep. That chin can lift up or down. Come back to center. Sweep that left arm up and ease the gaze up. Elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back as you lift the heart. Swivel your palms down slowly to keep the mobility of the shoulders there. Keep on going. Once you get here, elbows up and down, and then interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, straighten the elbows until you feel enough, and a little bit of movement with the head. So right ear towards right shoulder. You can lift the chin up and down. Roll your head back, lift your chin up, wag your jaw. Left ear, left shoulder. And then chin towards chest. Bend the knees a little bit. Hinge at the waist. Arms can come off the lower back if that's available. Knuckles up towards the ceiling as you create space between the shoulders and ears. And you can drift your arms maybe a little to the right. And then maybe a little bit to the left. Tuck the chin a little bit more. Then release your arms, give them a shake. Inhale, come up halfway as you flatten. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, walk or step, top of a push-up. Once again, knees can be up or down, and then a yogi push-up, halfway down, and push yourself on up. And if you need a little bit more, you can do a cobra up dog, halfway down, roll over the toes. If this is not working, right, lower the knees and thighs and bend the elbows. And then we're going to go to table pose. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, wag your tail. Cat, cow, a few rounds, allow the breath to move the body. And again, just to remind you, we are exactly where we need to be. So very little pushing, if any at all. Extend your right leg. Extend your left arm. Spinal balance other direction. So when we're in spinal balance, we want to get full extension of the shoulder that's rooting into the ground. So I don't want to collapse here in the right shoulder. So we're really pushing away. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, elbow towards the knee. May touch it, may not. Inhale, extend and lengthen, lift. Second time around and squeeze. Inhale, extend and lengthen. One more time. Round and squeeze. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Stay here. The right heel towards the left glute. Right heel towards right glute. And left hand towards the right foot. Rights and lefts. I almost feel like I'm doing twister. Lift the thigh, lift the chin, lift the chest. Left hand down. Left foot steps between the hands. Hips sink forward and down. Left hand roots down. Twist and open right arm reaches up. So it's a supported dragonfly twist. So the knees down, but we're pushing through the top of that left foot. If you do need more, you can bend that right elbow. Back of the hand can find the lower back as you draw the elbow back. And you have that option of bending the left knee and reaching back with that right hand. And again, big inhales, slow exhales. How are you doing? Right? How are you doing in this pose? How are you doing in your practice? How are you doing in your day? How are you doing throughout your week? Exhale, let it go. Right hand comes on the outside right foot. Hips draw back, right knee gets straighter, straighter, straighter. Not necessarily straight or locked unless you're really open. So for me, I always have a little bit of a bend in it so I can find the connection of the hamstring to the glute. And then we're going to square the hips. So right hip draws back, left hip draws forward. Roll onto that right heel so you have that sensation show up into the calf. And then soften or press the belly, chest towards the thigh. And then a little bit of movement with your toes. So you're going to roll the toes out right. And roll the toes out left. Or just exploring all the muscles in the back of the leg. Back to center, another breath or two. You can press if you feel like you need more. But for me, gravity is plenty. All right, we're dragging the right heel back a smidge. And then we're going to bend that right knee and right foot roots down. Right hand inside right foot. You can scoot it out to the right and forward if you need to. Roll onto that foot so you can see the bottom. Right knee drops open, and then you can move your hands in a way that support the torso. So side to side. I want you to be careful of the pressure on the right ankle. A lot of times if we're tight in the IT band and groin, it shows up into the ankle. So I want to be careful. If it shows up there, just flex the foot or do less. Options could lower down to the elbows. Another breath or two. This is a lot of hips here. It's like hip flexor, groin, IT band, glute. A lot of those areas that we hold stress and tension. And it's all okay too. It's like, because your body is tight doesn't mean there's anything wrong, right? I've been practicing for over 30 years, and every single morning my body's like, "Whoa, that's tight." Every morning. Hands under shoulders. Lift yourself on up. Draw the hips back and send that right foot back. Roll over the toes, lift the knees and hips, down dog, wag the tail. Shake the head yes and no, soften. Walk, step or float, feet to hands. Inhaling halfway up, flatten. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin. Inhale all the way up to standing, arms reach up, lift the gaze. Hands come to heart center. We're just going to do a little bit of a balance now. We're going to do tree pose. If your balance is a little funky today, get to a wall or find a chair or something so you can support yourself. So we're going to transfer power to the right leg. Come on to the left toes. A little inside joke. Left foot to right thigh or right calf. Left knee opens up. Ribs and belly draw in. Hands to heart center. So you're lengthening through the side body, lifting with the heart, relaxing the shoulders. Right leg's pushing into the left foot. And if you need a little bit more, you can extend your arms up. If you have a wall, you can have a hand on a wall, hand on heart, or maybe on a chair. Or if you have a large dog, small child, sometimes today. Whatever you need to give yourself some support. One more breath. If you fall out, you just come back in, no big deal. There's a chance for forgiveness. I forgive myself for falling out, no big deal. Hands to heart center. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. Shake out the leg. Airplane pose. It's always fun. Bend and straighten the right knee for power. And then bring that left foot down. Transfer power gracefully into the left foot. Shake out your right leg. Right foot, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right knee opens, left knee. Left leg presses into right foot. Hands to heart center. You may find that one side is, you can balance better on one side than the other. It's right side, right brain, left brain. Arms extend if you need it. Reach with crown of the head. Strong left leg. One of the things that help us balance is drishti, right? A gaze somewhere where that area doesn't move. We soften the eyes away from one another so everything becomes a little out of focus. We breathe. Hands to heart center. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Roll the ankle. Airplane pose. Shoot it back. Ooh, bend and straighten left knee. Airplane. Ooh. And then right foot comes down. Nice work. Check out the left leg. Press right foot, left foot. Come to the front of your mat. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend and plant. Walk, step, or float. You can move through chaturanga or maybe right to down dog if you need it. Whatever is working for you today. A breath. I am enough. I have arrived. I'm exactly where I need to be. Knees drop down, cross at your ankles. Roll over your feet, find your way to your back. Draw your knees towards your belly, chest. Wrap your arms around your legs, squeeze. A little rock from side to side, happy baby. Arms reaching between the legs as you grab the bottoms of the feet. Ankles over knees, a little rock from side to side. Nice. And when you are ready, Shavasana is waiting for you. Heels towards the corners of the mat. Externally rotate your thighs so your feet fall open. Take left hand to heart, right hand to belly. Big inhale as the belly expands. Exhale as the belly drops. And a moment here in these shorter practices. The Shavasana is a little shorter, so if you do have the time and space to stay in this Shavasana for another 5 or even 10 minutes, please do that. But for this moment here, allow the breath to soften, relax your forehead, the jaw, relax the fingers and toes. And the breath becomes a whisper just for a moment. Find that weight and connection of the body. And again, if you have the time to stay here longer, please do that. If your midweek is waiting for you and you're ready to take on the rest of the week, start to deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, rock your head, extend your arms up over your head and stretch, fingers all the way down to your toes, nice and long. Exhale, knees towards belly, chest, wrap your arms around the legs, give yourself a little loving kindness. Right arm reaches up over your head, roll to your right side. A moment to be here now and acknowledge your body in practice. Pressing your hands into the floor, bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. Hands come to heart center as you lengthen through the spine. Tuck your chin. Take a nice big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Nice work. Namaste. Nice job showing up for your practice today. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep updated on all the latest content. See you soon. Have a great day. Peace.